Passports. Let's talk about passports, because people are still getting caught out at the border. They're getting stopped from entering the Schengen area, which includes the European Union, Liechtenstein, Norway and Switzerland. Now, if you are a third country, such as the United Kingdom, you need a Schengen visa. Okay, I know what you're going to say. My Schengen visa was negotiated as a part of the Trade and Cooperation Agreement. Yes, it is in the United Kingdom. You don't need to apply for a Schengen visa because it's all written in. No. You can enter the Schengen area for the 90 in every 180 days. But also, passport rules also apply. And your expiry date on your passport isn't necessarily the expiry date of your 10-year passport. Now, people are still getting caught out. So that's what's kind of triggered making this video. Now, somebody I know who happens to live in Scotland travelled down to Stansted to visit the European Union, Italy in fact. So he flew down to Stansted and they're about to go through passport control to enter the Schengen area. And, he says, no, you're not coming in. No. Oh. So their trip was scuppered, unfortunately for them. It surprised me, actually, that they didn't actually know the rules because they were politically savvy. Strange, really. But many people aren't. And many people open their passport and look at that expiry date on their passport and say to themselves, my passport is valid. But it may not be for the Schengen area. Now, the point being is that your passport must have at least 10 years. But that's not all. We'll cover it in a second. But that is from the issue date of your passport. Now, some people might have, 10 years and 6 months on their passport because they applied for their passport in good time. And you earn that time on your passport. But that extra time does not apply in the Schengen area. So you need to be very careful. So you look at your passport, at the expiry date, add 10 years, and that is the expiry date of your passport. But like I said, that's not all. No. You've also got to make sure that you have time left on your passport from your return date. So, example, you're leaving say for instance, the Port of Dover. Gone for passport control. You're going on a 2-week holiday to France. Yeah. Right. You're on a 2-week holiday. Okay, it's fine. And you've got 2 weeks left on your passport. So you've got 10 years. Well, you're within your 10 years, but there's 2 weeks left on your passport. Okay. You're going to need another 3 months on your passport. Now, some countries are different. Some countries expect you to have 6 months on your passport. So you might want to check that first before you leave. Make sure, obviously, that you're going to have good time to apply for a new passport. Don't do it last minute. No, make sure you've got plenty of time on your passport. At least 6 months, really, from the date of you leaving the Schengen area. Now, that's the reason why I made this video, because it's so many people are getting caught out. Now, people just don't understand, and many people, many who vote for Brexit thought nothing's going to change, but it has changed considerably. It's just one of the pains of Brexit now for British citizens wanting to travel the EU. And as it says here in the Schengen Visa website, if I come down here, so I'll read it to you if you think I'm peeing up your back. Now, you don't have to worry about things like health. As long as you've got your GIT card, you can use that. But you have to make sure otherwise you've got at least 30,000 cover for your insurance, for health, emergency healthcare and what have you. So passport validity, it says here. So when travelling to the European Union, your passport must be valid for at least a few months after the intended departure. The exact period of validity depends on the specific country you visit, but it'll usually be 3 or 6 months. So you need to check that. Don't make an assumption it's 3 months. I wouldn't even make an assumption it's 3 months for France. I'd make, if it's okay, 6 months, I'll go for 6 months. Just make sure you've got at least 6 months past that date. At least you're covered. But before you leave the UK, check the passport requirements of the country that you visit, and you'll need to renew your passport. And if it expires soon, you will be denied entry. And that's what it says on the Schengen visa website. Yeah. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. Leave those ham sandwiches at home. It's just so many problems, so many hassles. We've won nothing in Brexit. Well, I feel I've lost anyway because I didn't vote for Brexit. No. A whole load of umpties did, though. They put that cross in the wrong box. That they did. Scuppered themselves. And scuppered their holidays. Made things much more difficult. No longer can the old people spend winter in Spain. Then you can do 90 and 180 days. And if you do that, well, then you can't have another holiday in the EU for another 180 days anyway. So, yeah. Great, eh? Brexit. It's a gift that keeps on taking, you could say. Yeah. Anyway, you've got to support the channel. It depresses me, to be fair. Yeah, it does. It just seems such a massive act of self-harm. For what? Sovereignty. And it's not even the case now. We haven't gained much in the way of sovereignty because we've gifted it to other countries in the form of these trade deals. And that's what you do. Every time you sign up a trade deal with individual countries, you give away a bit of your sovereignty. Whereas before we were just, well, giving away a little bit of our sovereignty to the European Union. And oh my God, weren't we better off for it? Oh dear. Anyway, we're a sport channel. On that depressing note. There's a GoFundMe down below, got a Patreon, or you buy us a coffee. And it is very much appreciated, it really, really is. But no, the whole thing's flipping nuts. It really is. Crikey. What can I say, really? You know? Anyway, I think it's time for me to go and, I don't know, try the corner somewhere. Maybe. Oh, anyway, ta-ta.